Welcome to a new edition of See What's On, Central Maine's radio arts magazine, brought to you by Community Productions and Mix 107.9. It's Sunday, December 4th, 2016. I'm your host, Dick Dyer. Each week, we scour the region and highlight the new and the unique arts happenings wherever they might occur. From Bangor to Lewiston, from Farmington to Rockland, from lounges to formal theaters, from galleries, festivals, libraries, movie houses, and maybe even your own home. If it's on, it's on. See What's On. This week, we are featuring items that are scheduled on the See What's On calendar. This will also serve as a reminder to you that you can put your event on our calendar by going to our website, www.seewhatson.com. That's the letter C, whatson.com. We'll highlight some of those listings and bring you 3 musical acts from the next 2 weeks. This segment of See What's On is brought to you by SBS Carbon Copy, located on Main Street in Waterville. SBS is a family-owned business and has always been a strong supporter of the arts and community development. Visit them at mainprintingservices.com. Brad Terry will be returning to River Arts in Damariscotta for a concert today, December 4th at 2 o'clock. This time, he'll be accompanied by Vaughn DeForest on acoustic bass and David Clark on guitar. Brad is a jazz clarinet player and accomplished whistler. He's known for playing with the likes of Dizzy Gillespie, Jock Cheatham, Buck Clayton, Red Mitchell, Buddy Tate, Elliot Zigman, Eddie Thompson, Steve Grover, and Lenny Breau. We featured Brad Terry on this show a few weeks back. Here is Brad Terry doing Summertime, accompanied by Lenny Breau on guitar. Again, that was Summertime by Brad Terry, who will be playing at 2 o'clock today at River Arts in Damariscotta. If you can't make that show, you might also want to check out at 2 o'clock today A Christmas Story, the musical, which is on at the Waterville Opera House. That's playing this weekend as well as all of next weekend, Friday and Saturday night and Sunday of next weekend. Also in Waterville, you could also check out the pop-up shop at Common Street Arts, which is open until 6 o'clock today. It opens at noon and runs till 6 o'clock. It's open every day between now and December 22nd, 12 to 6, except for Mondays. A lot of great artisans. I was into that show last week, and I can tell you, you will not want to miss some of the items that are for sale in that great shop. And all those proceeds from that, the sales of that pop-up shop, benefit Waterville Creates. Moving to our next musical act, it's exciting to talk about Paul Sullivan. This Grammy-winning pianist arrives at the Opera House at Boothbay Harbor for the holiday season on December 10th at 7:30. Along with Paul will be an ensemble including Elizabeth Downing on flute and piccolo, and DePonte String Quartet's Miles Jordan on cello for the Sullivan's Christmas in Maine concert. Against the backdrop of the dazzlingly decorated Opera House at Boothbay Harbor, we can imagine no finer setting for a holiday show featuring one of Maine's most loved musicians. Following this concert, and this is important, Paul is heading off to New York City, where he'll do a series of concerts performing with Paul Winter Consort at St. John the Divine. So you don't want to miss this chance to see and hear Paul Sullivan right here in Maine. So save yourself a drive to the Big Apple and go to the Boothbay Harbor Opera House for this show. Here is Paul Sullivan doing Agamogan Reach. That was Maine favorite Paul Sullivan. Much of his music has Maine themes, hence the name Eggemoggin Reach for that song. Again, Sullivan is performing on December 10th at 7:30 at the Opera House at Boothbay Harbor. In the spirit of the holidays, here is his rendition of the classic Joy to the World. That was Paul Sullivan's rendition, Joy to the World. Again, Paul will be performing December 10th at the Opera House at Boothbay Harbor. We'll take a brief commercial break, and when we come back, we'll listen to more music and discuss upcoming events from the See What's On community calendar. Welcome back. You're listening to See What's On Mix 107.9. You can hear recent shows that you may have missed on SeeWhat'sOn.com. That's the letter C, What's On, or on Facebook.com, Arts in Central Maine. Please take the time to send us your story ideas and calendar listings for upcoming arts events. We'll revisit that calendar in a moment for a couple of events. But first, let's listen to another tune by Paul Sullivan. Paul, for those of you joining us, is appearing at the Opera House at Boothbay Harbor on December 10th. Here is Volunteer Squash by Paul Sullivan. Another show off our calendar we wanted to highlight this week was the Don Campbell Christmas, which is happening on Friday, December 16th at 7:30 at Johnson Hall in Gardner. For those of you who may not know Don Campbell is a singer-songwriter, composer, and multi-instrumentalist whose music has been inspired by sources as diverse as Celtic and Canadian Maritimes music of his family, to Dan Fogelberg, Vince Gill, and the Beatles, and even novelist Stephen King. Writing in genres including adult contemporary, country, Celtic, Christmas, bluegrass, and rock, Don has released 12 CDs, including one that I have, Kites to Fly, celebrating the music of Dan Fogelberg. Here is Don Campbell doing Let It Snow.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And when we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That's Don Campbell's version of Let It Snow. Two other events we wanted to mention this week are both scheduled for December 10th. First up is the Mount Mercy Academy in Waterville. From 10:30 to 3 o'clock, they're holding their Christmas Craft Fair. Both the Mix 107.9 and Cruisin' 93.5 will be on hand for that event. Also on December 10th, at Colby College Museum of Art is an item for the young ones, ages 5 and up. From 10 a.m. to 12 noon, they're holding a holiday card-making activity for artists of all ages using collage, markers, LEDs, copper tape, and button batteries. Sounds intriguing. Those are a couple more items from our community calendar. We invite you to follow our calendar regularly because the items are being added almost daily. Now we'll return to another song from Don Campbell to close out our show. Here is Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
Rockin' around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can't see, every couple tries to stop. Rockin' around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. And you will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
Well, that's our show for this week. I really want to thank all of the individuals who submitted events to our community calendar and invite you to do the same. I would also like to say a special thanks to Gatsby for technical assistance in producing this show here on 107.9 The Mix. My partner Gary Pullen and I hope you reach out to us on Facebook and visit our website at seewhatson.com. Remember, that's the letter C, whatson.com. And share that with your friends. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday for more features about the arts in Central Maine. That's it for me. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And remember, if it's on, See What's On.